Am I live? Okay, am I live? I'm at the office, whole new setup. I don't know why my hair is green. Don't know. Okay, we're going with it. So let's see, let me get over here. My videos, couple minutes early. And, okay. All right. Let's mute that. Kenny, you're so funny. Can you hear me okay? I'm on StreamYard. I'm using a completely different microphone. I'm at the office. It's too much to try to break down the home studio and bring it into the office. So great, awesome. Gil, why is my hair green? Is the green screen too close? Am I too, like, it wasn't doing this at home. I wonder if it's the lights. I have no idea. Hey, Uncle Al, how are you? Nice to see you. Number 5. So Gil, I can't find the live reaction that you're talking about. I went into edit. I'm in the studio. Is it like one? Is it one screen back? Because I can't do that because then I'm gonna lose everybody. So let's see. WD Glock and Roll. Welcome, my friend. So nice to see you again. Hey, Paula's here. Green screen needs more light on it. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's see how that works. My lights. Okay, I think I could land a plane in here. The lights are so bright and they're blaring in my eyes. They're at 100%. There's 2 of them. They don't go up any higher than that, and I will be blinded after this. So you hear the Jeopardy sign, all right? Oh, let's see. Oh, we got Rebel Canners in the house. Nice. Let's see. We got Uncle Al. Boy, Uncle Al came in last night, and there was a barrage of stalkers. What do you call them? Trolls that followed him. I don't know what that was. That was the most bizarre thing. And unfortunately, somebody got really happy with the blue hammer, and WD came in right in the middle of all the trolls, and WD got knocked out too. But thanks for coming back, WD. We appreciate you being here. So the people in the chat were getting really overzealous. I literally could see Paula. I could see you there with your hammer, just like waiting to just bam people. So let's see, who else do we have coming in? Hey, Rebel Canners, how are you? I'll take what is green outline for 200, Alex. That's, I know. Look at that. You know, I normally have like pink hair, so people might think that I've added some green in there. Okay, in studio, go to content. And then I'm in the studio now. I don't see where it says content. I go to settings, go to content, and then live. On this live, click the edit pencil. Okay. Click customize. Okay, I'm in the edit pencil. I don't have that. And I have the paid version. So I wonder, do you think that's a, whatcha jiggy? I'm going to do that too. Do you think that's a subscription level or something? I don't know. Can't post comments to some destinations. I don't know what that's saying. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of. So I just decided, okay, I'm live, edit. All right, we are talking chiropractic is sexy. I'm experimenting with the channels. So I do have, we are live here on YouTube, and I'm also live on Facebook. So Kenny, I think Paula, you're following me on Facebook. Could one of you guys go over, I guess I could do it too, and see. Dr. Erica messaged me just a few minutes ago. She had a family walk in. Which is fine. We have to continue to heal the world, but let me see. Oh, there we are. Look at, okay. All right. So we're live on Facebook, and yes, chiropractic is sexy. Okay. You guys like that title? I was going to, sure, Gil. Yeah. You got my cell phone, don't you? Yeah. And then, do you have my cell phone? I think you do. I feel like you do. Yeah. Right? Yes. Yeah. Give me a call, Gil. That would be great. How come I don't see you in here? Or do you not? Hold on one second. Oh, there you are. Joe Goggins. Okay. Hi, Joe. I got Joe.
Hi.
Or do I have Gil? Who do I have?
Okay, so in YouTube Studio?
In YouTube Studio. Oh, in YouTube Studio. Got it. Okay. I was thinking I'm in the StreamYard studio. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. So in YouTube Studio, you when you go into content on the left-hand side there, and then across the top, they'll say videos, live, playlist stuff. Click on live. Click on then on this video.
Okay. Live.
You go down to you kind of hover over the over it. It says, I see a little pencil.
Maybe. Hold on. I'm scrolling down. Let's see. Allow all comments.
Okay. You're all right. So on the make sure you didn't go to the wrong thing. Not okay. In comments, but under content.
Okay. Let me go to content. Okay.
And it says videos, live, posts, playlist, podcast.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Click on live.
I'm there. Yeah.
All right. You see this video showing there?
Yep.
All right. Just barely to the right of the picture.
Oh, that pencil. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Now, once you click on that, on the left-hand column, there you'll see details.
Yep. Got it.
And then below details is, I have a brain fart here.
Customization, analytics,
yes,
copyright.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Customization. Click on customization.
Okay.
Okay. Now, that's where you can set up who can comment.
Okay.
Below comments, as you scroll down a little bit, it says live reactions.
Mm-hmm.
Unclick that.
Okay.
That takes that little heart off of the chat there where people want to, so they basically it gives them a quicker time to nail the trolls.
Got it. Okay. Got it. I see what you're saying. So it's not hidden. Should I leave it to anyone, or should I put subscribers in there for participant modes?
To keep trolls out, I just finally gave up and just started doing subscribers.
Okay. All right. Let's do an experiment today. I'm going to leave it at anyone and see. We got Paula in the chat. She's wielding her wrench. Let's see. Okay, but that's super helpful.
There we go. It just disappeared.
Did it just? Okay.
Disappeared.
Thank you, Gil.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys learning stuff here? It's like a YouTube tutorial. It's so good. It's so good. Okay. Let's see. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Gil. I appreciate that very much. Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay. See you Saturday, but I'll see you here in a minute. Okay. Bye. Okay. So, WD says, I've never been to a chiropractor and he's afraid he would hurt one. So a lot of people look at me and they're like, how are you going to adjust me? Are you going to be able to adjust me? And I'm like, in fact, I have a lot of people who come in who are large, men and women, and people they'll look at me and they'll go, I can't believe you were able to adjust that person. It's all about strategy. Hey, Howie, how are you? Nice to see you. It's about technique. So how can we be utilize our technique in a strategic way that protects our bodies, that we're able to actually adjust people in a gentle yet effective way. And I say gentle yet effective because some people are super gentle. If we're adjusting babies, a day-old baby, hey, Rebel. Oh, wait, you came in earlier. Sorry, I just saw you pop in there. I like that those little emojis are no longer there. Thank you, Gil. Oh, and there's Dr. Erica. We're going to bring her up on the stage. Now, get down. Okay.
I'm going to change location. I was trying to figure out what the best lighting is.
Where are my stage settings went away. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to bring you up on stage. Where is it, Gil? Might need some help again here. Where's all my stage settings went away now? Underneath.
It says I'm in the show.
I know, but you're not on the screen. Oh, present? No, not present. Wait, what is this? Solo layout? No, exit. No. Ah, dang it, Gil. Everybody's saying hi to you. Where in the world? Guests can stream to their own destination. So I did put that so that you can stream to your channel, Erica.
Yep.
All right. Where in the world did my where did my thing go to bring people up on stage? Maybe this is just a test run. I do have it shouldn't make any difference that I have my Facebook up here too. Dynamic camera grid. No. Oh, wait. Kinda. I don't know what I did there. We're going to delete that. Camera slot? No. Oh, Gil, you might need to call me again. Let's see. Where are we? Yeah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, where did my my little settings at the bottom went away?
All right, she was on stage. She just disappeared again.
Oh.
I'm backstage. Oh, there we go.
Do you see her?
I was. She just disappeared.
Okay.
There she's back. She's back.
Let me see. Because I don't have yeah, see, when I'm on YouTube, I don't see it.
Oh, you have to be in StreamYard to see it.
Okay, I'm in StreamYard, but I don't see her up on stage here. And all my little widgets at the bottom to bring people up are gone.
Okay. But she's up there right now.
I can see.
I don't see you. You can see, I can see you, but you're down in the green room.
Oh, it says I'm in the show.
Oh, all right. If you can see her down in the green room.
Yeah.
Put your cursor over her.
Okay.
What does it say? Does it say add or does it say remove?
It says remove.
Well, that means she's already up there.
But I want to see her side by side with me because
I see it. I'm in StreamYard.
I'm not seeing her.
You're not?
No. No, do you guys see Erica? Are you seeing her?
I see you. Can you hear me?
You're seeing her. How come I can't see her over on my channel?
I don't know.
Oh, there she is. Okay, I do see her. Okay, we've got this going. I had to refresh the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so Erica, can
you just give a 10 count?
Get a what? A 10 count?
5 count.
5 count. Give us a 5 count. Yes. Okay. Hey, Chairman, thanks for joining us. Urban Gardening, thank you for joining here. Okay, Erica, give us a 5 count. Give us a little test.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you guys hear her?
Can you see me?
What's that?
Can you see me?
I see you, but you're down in the green room. There's supposed to be these little widgets.
We're on my screen, we're side by side.
Okay. All right, Gil, we'll figure it out later. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay. Here we are. You guys, first of all, so much gratitude for all your patience and everybody like cheering us on in the chat, because so I have my home studio set up, and then I had to set up a whole new studio here at the office because I wasn't expecting to do this. And then Eric and I, on a whim, we were like, hey, we have to do this thing. And I'm like, I'm in, let's do it. So yes. All right. So Kenny says, save whatever setting you're using right now so it'll be easier for you next time. Yes. I don't even know how to do that, Kenny. So, okay, great. So all right. Hey, you guys, listen, this is Chiropractic is Sexy. This is my dear, dear friend, Dr. Erica Peabody. And so we, Grammy Karen, thank you for joining us. So we wanted to come on here, and we were talking about, let's just, let's do like, two hot docs talking about hot topics or something like that. So I tried to make the thumbnail 2 hot docs, and it looked like 2 hot dogs. And I'm like, I know, right? I was like, people are gonna be like, what? So,
oh my gosh.
So I came up with Chiropractic is Sexy. So I love it.
I love it. So I was at a friend's house last night, and she sends over the thumbnail, Chiropractic is Sexy. And I'm like, I don't know if I like that. It's a little too edgy. But I think that the world needs edgy. I think the world needs a little like, what?
And who better to bring it? But I mean,
who better to bring the WTF except for you and me?
I was going to say that we are not edgy. That's the whole thing, right? I was like, can I do this? I'm like, I can totally do
this. Totally do this.
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
I also am realizing it's trying to get me to connect my accounts. And so let's see. I don't know what's happening here, and I don't know StreamYard. So this is just like day number 1 of many more, I'm sure, to come. So hopefully you guys can see both of us. I think I just entered the comments, and I think I can say, hey, what's up? And you guys will see that. And I just want to double check.
Yeah. See if you can. So I just said hi to everyone. So see if you can.
Can you see me?
Yeah, there. Yes.
Okay, good. We are cooking with gas.
One of
my favorite chemistry instructors back in high school used to be like, we are cooking with gas.
Oh my God. I loved chemistry. It was so good. So good. So we wanted to, we are talking about coming to you guys on a weekly basis, doing a live, when Eric and I always get together, we're always talking about like, we break down our week, our day. We talk almost daily through an app called Marco Polo, which is really great. She introduced me to that. And so we send messages every day. So we are in contact every day, just talking about our lives. And it's everything from our patients who are healing, who really kind of pissed us off. I mean, it's just, we try not to go down those rabbit holes, but in the grand scheme of things, we really are looking to try to bring you guys the information, like just sort of being raw and real about chiropractic. What is it about chiropractic? We're trying to inspire more people to go to chiropractors because we truly believe that we have the greatest gift on planet Earth by freeing up the nervous system and allowing the body to heal itself. And so we want more and more people to do that. And Eric and I think that together we can be a united front to bring that information. So you want to comment on that, Erica?
Yeah. So one of the greatest things, and I don't know if you guys know Marco Polo, the app, but when we do get together, which is usually every few weeks, like we live 40 minutes from each other and we practice 30 minutes from each other. And, but when we get together, because of Marco Polo, we're already caught up. Like we don't have to then go revisit, like, what did your week look like? What did you do? Because we're always like, it's like having a best friend in my pocket all the time. And we talk about life and living and health and wellness, because some people are just chiropractors and some people like live chiropractic and eat and breathe and do all the things. And that's us. And we also want it to be a little bit more like you can taste us and feel us, like more than just let's talk to doctors talking together. We don't want it to be, we want it to be a little bit more conversational style. So I am in my practice. I know Paula's in her practice and she's got that whole TEDx amazingness behind her. But this is actually my adjusting office. I just finished with patients with a family they came in at 12:55. And so, I'm a couple of minutes late to the party here, but we're here. So nonetheless, and we just wanted to kind of share a little bit more, number one, about the miracles that we see on a daily basis. Number two, what it's like to be people's favorite part of the week. And number three, like just being girlfriends and talking health and healing and life and living, because although we haven't known each other for even a year yet, we have just been fast friends. It's like we were connected, supposed to be connected. And now we're finding a little bit of mission and purpose and bringing our connection to you. Now, Paula's lipstick will always look better than mine. No lipstick over here. And I'm feeling super washed out, especially with her gorgeous olive skin. So
thank you. Well, that's what I always say. So my daughter stole this lipstick. I don't know if I told you, I was FaceTiming with her a couple weeks ago before she came home. And I was like, that's a really pretty red, because what I find is when I'm on camera, if I put on, this is a deep, deep red, but it doesn't necessarily look, and it's like I'm a little crooked over here.
Straighten up, Doc.
Oh my God.
Get it aligned. Get it aligned.
There we go. I know my lipstick needs aligning. I'm so sorry. I feel like this camera's doing something. Anyway.
Me too.
So she said, it's your lipstick. And I was like, I've been looking for that dang lipstick. I've been trying to get my lips brighter on camera. So anyway, just some tricks of video. But listen, Erica is always gorgeous. So it doesn't even matter.
I look subluxated though.
I know. Why does my mouth looks kind of crooked? What's going on there? Did I go
crooked? Maybe I need to part my hair down the middle and align my hair part first.
You look subluxated, or I do?
So usually we're meeting over dinner and maybe a cocktail, and we're usually laughing and giggling along together and also talking real stuff. So we wanted to talk, actually, each week or a couple times a week, depends on how we figure out how to make this happen. But we're going to kind of just bring a topic to the forefront, which Paula did an incredible video 2 days ago in your Hello Kitty outfit about chiropractic is scary, or life without chiropractic is, I think, scarier. So anyway, we just kind of wanted to just bring that in with the theme of the week. And I think that the themes in my week are so similar. It's like, oh my gosh, I had this patient, blah, blah, blah. Or, oh my gosh, I had this personal existence of blah, blah, blah. And it's always aligned. And so we realize that it's probably more than just us. And so it's kind of having a little bit of like theme of the week kind of flavor. So this one is a Halloween-y.
This is a good one. Yeah. So how many people out there are afraid of the chiropractor, or you've heard that people are afraid to go to the chiropractor? Give us a show of hands, or just drop a yes. I'm also, Erica, I'm dropping your YouTube channel here.
Thank you.
So you guys can go follow Dr. Erica too. Kenny says nothing scary about the Hello Kitty outfit. Listen, if you could come to the chiropractor wearing not you wearing the Hello Kitty, if you could come.
I mean, you could.
Kenny, please do not walk into my office.
Please do. Please do. I want to hear the Marco Polo after that one.
Yeah. So what is it? Tell us the things. And this is what we want to flesh out. We want to dispel myths. We want you to know that we don't have horns in our heads coming out, that we're really just here helping people live their best lives. So what is it specifically that you have a fear or a reservation? What kinds of things have you heard? And while you guys fill the chat up with that, one of the things I was saying in the video that Eric, what's really scary, so people are afraid of the chiropractor, but what's really scary is that you can walk into a store at any point in time and pull off any over-the-counter medication and take it however you want. And most people take those off-label, meaning like if it says 1 or 2 pills, you take multiple of them. If you can't get your hands on Motrin 800, you're going and you're taking 4 of a Motrin 200 over the counter. And so you're taking things, you can freely go in. And I think it's just my personal opinion, but I think that the public is under the misconception that just because you can walk in and pull it off a shelf and buy it without a prescription, you think it's safe. Mm-hmm. And where do you land on that, Erica?
Same, right? So what I really look at, so as I'm seeing new patients and seeing existing patients, one of the things is that if we have a symptom come up with our body, pain, discomfort, some sort of rash, some sort of something, that is like our check engine light coming on for our body. So if we just go to Target, to the grocery store or whatever, we grab a little Advil, yeah, that will probably help for that day. But what it does is, it's like, if your check engine light came on and in your car, you would never take a piece of electrical tape and just cover it up. And so in essence, that's what we're really allowed to do by just walking into any store and picking something like that up. So it's just because that industry has had a lot of money to push those products out onto the floor of our regular stores, anywhere we want that. And so, I'm reading some of these comments. So these are great comments, especially some of the things that you're afraid of messing with your spine. That's a really legitimate concern. Getting paralyzed, I can totally get that too. My husband cracks my back for me. So thank you, first of all, for just sharing this much, because there's a bunch of just misnomers, misinformation, which is why we're here. We wouldn't be able to, what we're doing isn't safe, we wouldn't be able to be out doing what we're doing. And as far as just the safety, I always go to this. So some patients will come in and they'll be like, how safe is this? This is my first visit. Like, how do I know? And like, some come from a medical background. I have MDs come in the office. I have all these different kinds of people. So sometimes, and I don't always throw these numbers around, but our malpractice is very inexpensive. So malpractice insurance companies base our premiums off of safety and efficacy, and also like how much
deaths.
And how much are they paying out on us is where our premiums come from. So if you look at the regular standard medical professional, MD, it's around $40,000 a year for their malpractice insurance.
That's just family practice.
Yes. And
orthos are probably $250,000, if not more.
And I think the OBs are $250,000 for an OB malpractice insurance policy, period. Ours are $1,500.
Yeah. Mine's $1,000 because I work under part-time.
$1,000 to $1,500 a year, not a month, a year.
Right.
That's the safety of it. And so then the next question was messing with my spine. Here's the thing. Life messes with our spines. Life in general, the world, the stresses, physical, mental, social, chemical, emotional, and we can go through all of those. Those things mess with our spines. And when our body is unable to integrate what we're supposed to be, what's thrown at us on a daily basis, our spine torques in order to work with that, store that, can't process it now, store it so that it can process later. Well, then it gets torqued, and then we start to get misalignments, and then we start to get symptoms, and we start to get inflammation. Anyway, it's definitely, this is truly like Dr. Paula and I can be on our soapbox here, because we really want to be able to share in a way that I can't talk this loudly in my practice. I can't be this loud and aggressive because, quite frankly, I don't have time. My place is busy. And I always tell people when they first start care with me, I'm like, our place is busy. And if no one was in the chiropractic office that you were at, be worried about yourself and the doctor. Mm-hmm. Be at a busy place. So we're both that. So
yeah. So many great pearls on there. And you know what? I think there's something in StreamYard that allows you, and Gil confirmed this for me. I think there's a thing that I could be like marking, clicking on when, like, every pearl that Dr. Erica just dropped on that, I could click on it and it would timestamp it so we can go back and pull those clips out. There was a lot of gold there. So, I hope you guys found some value in what she just said, because it's so true. And I'm actually in the process of, I'm compiling a video. And every time I see somebody, like I was at Home Depot the other day, and this guy picked up these gigantic sheets of plywood and he put it like this. So it's stretching here, and he carried it like this over to his truck and then wiggled it and put it in. And he did that. He had 8 sheets of plywood in there. He's the guy that's probably going to wake up tomorrow morning and say, I just slept wrong. I don't know what I did. And so I'm taking secret video of people doing things like that, because as Dr. Erica said, it's life that messes you up, and you don't even recognize what you're doing and when you're doing it and how damaging it is. But it's repetitive stress mostly, right? We know slip and fall, car accident or something like that, obvious things, but we're not aware of, how we lift, how we even sit. Like if I make sure that, I'm not sitting like this in my chair. How many of you do this all day long? And then you have a backache and you don't know why. You guys have heard me talk about adjusting from the left side of my table for 25 years, me saying, I don't know why I have a backache, so I am, I know, I'm like, I am just as much of a victim to the blindness of what we do on a daily basis. So, and listen, I'm not afraid to throw myself under the bus and use myself as an example, because I want you to know that, I'm human. Erica's human, and we're just here, like she said, we just want to bring that kind of value and just talk about like some of these crazy things. So I want to go back to the chairman. Chairman says, my husband cracks my back for me. And I also want you to go back onto my YouTube channel, and there's a video that says, will you crack my back? And I had a patient who I had hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm going to bring this up here. I forgot. Okay, if you have a question, put it in caps. So thank you, Uncle Al. And then, okay, so I'll answer that in a second. So he was afraid to go to the chiropractor. So he had back pain, first of all. And he called me and he was like, I don't know what I did. I'm in extreme pain. I can't breathe. I'm like, well, come on in. Let's evaluate it. He came in and we do thorough evaluations. Like if you call the chiropractor and you're like, I just need to get cracked, I don't need that evaluation stuff. That's like walking into your medical doctor and saying, I just need you to take out my appendix. No, I don't want you to do a CT scan. No, just put me in the operating room and cut me open and take my appendix. It's literally the same thing. It is your nervous system that you want us to mess with when you walk in and you're just like, I just need to be cracked. And then you complain that chiropractors don't do exams or x-rays or take the time to learn about what you need. But then we get a bad rap because we're supposedly out there like hurting people. So anyway, which we're not. So this guy comes in, we do the evaluation. And I said, he tells me what he did. He was having this really bad back pain. And so he asked his friend, he was afraid to go to the chiropractor. He asked his friend to crack his back. And he said, I laid down on the table. I had my hand right here for whatever reason. He didn't know, whatever. And his friend pushed on his back and fractured 3 ribs in multiple places. Now, I personally also think he probably has a metabolic issue because he's about 36, 37. So it's very difficult to crack ribs. Like you crack ribs if you're doing CPR on somebody. So his friend had to push so hard on his ribs that he fractured 3 ribs. So think about that. The next time you say, I'm afraid to go to the chiropractor, the person who spent years studying and practicing and knows how much pressure to apply to somebody's spine. And then you ask your friend who has 0. Like, we hear that all the time, don't we?
Well, I was thinking too, if somebody was laying on our table and they would have their hand in a place, like we would just automatically move that. So if it was more pressure because he had his hand maybe underneath, maybe even protecting the pain, we would have moved that. Like that, that is like a no, we wouldn't even think about it. Like we would just automatically know that's not going to work well. That's not going to end well. And we wouldn't have even adjusted with a hand like that in the first place. So anyway, it's really interesting. And we get like intake paperwork. We're seeing it. There's so many questions here. These are really great. So we're seeing lots of people, even on our intake paperwork, like, oh, I just had my kids walk up and down my back, or, oh, and it's like, you what?
Right.
Let's stop doing that. Oh, I just, I was sitting in class today and I just like wrenched or I twisted and yanked on my spine. Let's stop doing that. We have middle schoolers and high schoolers walk in regularly, and they are, and I look like my head's on sideways for whatever reason, but they're stuck like this because they just went too far with one of their regular cracks that they do. And all of a sudden they're stuck. And we get that a lot. And that one guy, I remember, because Paula made me a video afterwards. She's like, oh my gosh, this was just terrible that this person, that's why the other thing that I've always wanted to be is approachable. So when you guys see me here, I'm on the video, super approachable here, but also check me out on any socials, ask me questions anywhere. And we always want to be super approachable healthcare, where we're coming on and answering questions, but we also, you can ask us specific things, or I have this experience or whatever. Paula's been in practice 25 years. I've been in practice almost 20 years. So we have decades of, almost 45 years of collective experience.
Pretty badass.
Two women nose down to the grind out here doing what we're doing and loving on the people and helping so many. And I do have to say, this is one thing I hear all the time. And I heard it from a patient this morning. She was super anxious to get adjusted. She's never been to a chiropractor, 43 years old, new nurse out on the floor. And she was like, I'm super nervous to be here. But by the end, she's like, I wish I was here 10 to 15 years ago or more. And I'm going to bring I'm going to bring my daughter who's 11, or no, she's 14 now. I'm going to bring my daughter. She's 14. She's dealing with anxiety. She can hardly go to school right now. I'm like, we just have to get the flow of life moving again. So that's what we're doing.
The brain connected to the body. I want to address WD's question. He says, is chiropractic like a massage with a lactic acid headache afterwards? And the answer to that is no / maybe not usually. Usually what I tell people when they first get adjusted, if they're new to chiropractic or if they haven't been adjusted for a while, one of three things can happen. You may feel zero, like nothing after that first adjustment, because it is like having to build up the body's strength over time. You might feel a little bit worse. You might feel some stress, some tension, some soreness after that adjustment, because for me, when I'm testing you and doing your examination, I'm doing a lot of stretching. And then when I lay you on the table, it's a lot of stretching and pushing and poking. So I think a lot of people might get stiff or sore from that. But then what mostly happens, because we're strategic and we know exactly how we need to manage certain spines, most of my patients go, oh my God, I feel amazing after one adjustment. Now we know that's not the be all end all. That's not the healing, holy grail, but it's hope, right? And that's what we want to instill in people, is that if you can feel that way after one adjustment, imagine what you're going to feel like after a series of adjustments that literally helps to put your body together and rebuild the nervous system. So, so my patients, I don't think I've ever had anybody have a headache after, but you can feel a little bit stiff or sore.
So I want to just add into that too. There's an epidemic in our country of dehydration. And so if you're dehydrated and you come in and you get adjusted, it can often lead to you're probably have maybe a little bit of headache going on regularly because of dehydration, but also the muscles, as they're holding that torque we talked about earlier, our body holds us and supports us. And it's like it splints areas that have had too much trauma. So that guy carrying the plywood, those muscles are like, dude, what in the world? And so it splints there, and it splints to protect him going forward until the spine can not realign itself, but just get back to more normalcy. When it splints there, it does build up lactic acid. It depends on how long. It depends on how healthy. It depends on if he's eating Twinkies or if he's eating salads. It depends. You know what I mean? Like it's so multifaceted that sometimes people do leave that way. However, it's more of like, that just means that there's probably a little bit more extra work to do on our part and their part in lifestyle choices. So
yeah, it's a team effort.
Sure.
And addressing that as well with the plywood, but then think of heavy backpacks, purses. This is really common where we get people that come in with muscle tension or shoulder pain. And what I want you to recognize, that all the nerves in the neck, they come down and they form a bundle and they go down underneath your collarbone. It's called your brachial plexus. And there's a bunch of blood vessels there too. And it goes under the brachial plexus and down into the arms. Some of those nerves go into your lungs. And so what happens when you carry heavy things, or you put this extreme traction and carry heavy things, you are compressing the brachial plexus. So the opportunity for you to get numbness, tingling in your hand, things that you might think are carpal tunnel are probably mostly coming from here. So you have to get the stress off of that brachial plexus. And most of us, because of all the forward bending we do, most of us have these rounded shoulders. So now we have tightened muscles. Then we put the traction, then we carry heavy things. So again, this is, go back to, what did you say initially? It's life that messes you up, not the chiropractor. We take this and we open this up and we allow the nervous system to then breathe again. So your body can have greater self-healing. You can feel better, more calm and relaxed. So I did just want to say that about all of that.
For sure. I can only stay on for maybe like 7 or 8 more minutes, just so you know.
Okay.
But I was looking at, what pillow do you recommend? And I think mine is giving me a neck ache. So I can tell you this, we see this all the time, not pillows, but we see this all the time of, I wonder if my blah, blah, blah is doing the blah, blah, blah thing that's happening to my body. Yes, you know best. You know best about your life. I can't follow you around in your life and figure out exactly what needs to happen, but you know best. And if you're saying your pillow is giving you a neck ache, it is. Trust that. So then what we want to seek out, there's no one pillow meets all standards. There's no one button cures all. There's no magic bullet. There's no nothing. But what we do want to do at nighttime is, and I can actually stand up for a minute. Let's see if I can still stay on camera here. So if we're on our side and we're side sleepers, so let's just say I'm sleeping on my side this way, we want a pillow that's supportive enough that it keeps us in a neutral spine. So it's not too short where it's not enough support, or too big where it's too much support. But on our backs, we want almost no pillow. And then on our stomachs, we don't want any pillow either. So there's no one right answer. However, what we're always looking for is a neutral spine. We spend a third of our lives in bed, and it's so important to have as neutral of a spine as possible. The other misconception about sleeping is that people think that we're supposed to just lay dead in the middle of the bed all night long. Our bodies are dynamic. We're dynamic at night as well. We are supposed to move. We're supposed to get deep, good sleep. And I know Dr. Paula and I both wear the Aura ring to make sure that our sleep is being tracked, our readiness score is being tracked, our body's physiology is being tracked, because we want to know. But we also move around, and I also get really legitimate sleep. So it's more neutral spine as possible. Don't feel like if you're moving around in bed, I mean, you shouldn't toss like this fast, right? But every few hours we should be shifting our body. We have movable joints everywhere in our body, and they quite frankly don't like to just be in one position. So
yeah, and I'm telling you, I swear to God, we need to get together and we need to develop the ultimate pillow, because you're absolutely right. It's not one size fits all. Every body is different. I think the most important thing is, as Dr. Erica is saying, is that you have to fill the gap. Mm-hmm. If you're a side sleeper, make sure that pillow fills the gap. If you're a back sleeper, make sure it fills the gap. But also, if you're a back sleeper, make sure you get a pillow up here to your side so your head doesn't do that, mm-hmm. and you're not in this position all night. So, mm-hmm. So really important to try to support your head in the most neutral posture you can. And I'm telling you, I struggle with finding a good pillow. Mm-hmm. In fact, I realize at this point in time that I actually need new pillows. I just realized this a few days ago. I'm like, oh my God, these things are flatter than they should be. Costco used to sell this most amazing pillow, and it was a Tempur-Pedic, but it had like a pillow on. Like, I don't like Tempur-Pedics because they get hard and they misshape after a while. So it had like a pillow over the top, so it felt like a real pillow, but it had the support underneath. Best pillows ever. I was sending people by the droves to purchase them. They loved them. And guess what Costco did?
Got rid of them.
They got rid of them. So haven't been able to find anything since. It's been a few years now. So So
the other thing is our bodies change and shift too. So if you have a pillow that works 1 year, it might not work the next year, or it might not work the next season, or maybe you sleep different, or you have a new somebody in your bed with you, or the dogs are with you. Like, it's okay to change and upgrade and move. And we are dynamic. I'm going to constantly say that, but we are dynamic beings. And there's we should have a dynamic life. We should have dynamic living where things change a lot. We just do.
Yeah.
So,
and same with mattresses. I think that goes for that. I had people in the other day asking about mattresses, what I recommend on mattresses. And again, like, people will walk into the stores, talk about what's scary, right? Is you can walk into a store and be sold a $3,000 mattress that you're forced to wait 90 days before you can send it back. And now you've had 3 months of really bad sleep because the salesperson just wants to sell you a really expensive mattress. Now, I'm not saying that that's everybody, but you really have to be mindful of finding the proper mattress. And then if you're a couple, how do you navigate that? A lot of people will get the dual air beds. What's the air bed? The sleep number.
The sleep comfort sleep number.
And those end up going south after a while. So again, it's a really slippery slope. I think maybe, Erica, we should come on and just talk mattresses and pillows at some point. I think that would be a really helpful topic for us. Would you guys like that if we just did that and helped guide you in the proper point? We're trying to just give an overview.
I know we're definitely gonna go down. There's so many great questions and great participation here. And
we can keep track. If we don't get to your questions, we'll easily keep track of this, because then we can talk about it next week. Gil says, my wife and I wake each other up with our flopping around at night. And that's so true, right? So we have to get our good sleep. Let's see, what else is scary, Erica? What else did I talk about in that video?
Actually, life without chiropractic, I think, is really scary. I was just thinking about that concept as I was driving. I maybe home yesterday or earlier this week. And it was like, that's what I base my healthcare on. My entire healthcare is based first on my nervous system. And then, of course, nutrition comes in big time. And then, exercise, movement every day, no questions asked. Water, appropriate amount of water every day. And if I don't, it's like serious. Like, I know it's what the issue is. And so we base the office on, 6 things. Eat well, move well, think well, and then get your rest, get your water, and get adjusted. And with those things, it's not the cure-all, end-all, be-all, but I can tell you in 100% certainty that if you have those things taken care of and done and tended to on a daily and weekly basis, your life is going to be healthier. It's just, you're going to be able, that's how we support this incredible vehicle that we're in. And if we're not doing that stuff, oh my gosh, if you guys were in my practice, after almost 20 years in practice, we get a little bit do the work, people, do the work. So this patients will be face down. There's a couple of them. I'm like, did you stretch, eat, move? What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? No, I haven't. And I look them dead in the eye and say, what are you waiting for? And I can tell you, we don't want to wait one more day. Don't wait till the new year to start all these changes in your life. Don't wait for your next birthday or for after Thanksgiving. Start now, today. What can you do today? What's an action step you can take today? Call your chiropractor. If you haven't been in a while, if you're close to one of us, obviously come in. We would love to take care of you. And I can only see names. I can't see, I can see comments. And
we have a question. I want to make a quick comment, and then we're going to answer Paula's question about the Theracane. Is that you mentioned the incredible vehicle that we have, and I have patients, same thing. They'll come in and they'll be in pain, and I don't know what I did, and I'll look at them. Same thing. I look at you in the eye and I go, your eyes are all puffy. What have you been doing? Mm-hmm. And they will inevitably say, yeah, I've been eating complete garbage. Yeah. And I haven't been exercising. They will rat themselves out. But, we are trained. When we see you, we know you're sick. We look at your eyes, we look at your skin. Mm-hmm. We look at the puffiness. We can see this stuff. We look at your complexion.
We can feel dehydration in your tissues. We can feel how your skin moves. Yeah. Inflammation, dehydration, all the things like your body is telling your story, telling the story of what you've done with it.
And I did another video that talked about, would you drive a Ferrari 20 miles an hour? Because that's how I feel like the human body is that we don't hit the gas, right? So it's the amazing vehicle. So if I gave you a Ferrari, would you get in and you'd be like, dee, 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 20 miles an hour around the neighborhood? No, you'd be like, get me to the open road and let me hit that gas, man. And that's how your body should be. It's designed to be challenged, see what it can do for you. And when you challenge yourself, whether mind, body, soul, physical, chemical, emotional, whatever it is, if you challenge yourself to the negative, your body will respond to that in a negative way. You challenge yourself to the positive, your body will respond to the positive. So pick which lane you want to take that freaking Ferrari and just hammer it, man. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
The Theracane, I love the Theracane. It's such a, it's like you just, but also the corner of a wall works well for me too. So, like
anything, a water bottle when you're sitting in the car,
anything, right?
Metal water bottle.
I tell people lacrosse balls, tennis balls, golf balls, anything that, if you need to lie down or put it up against a wall, lean against it. The Theracane is helpful for that. But then if you don't have a Theracane, you can use those, everybody should have a golf ball or a tennis ball laying around. And those are also really great to hit pressure points, in your hips, lie down in your hips, take some tennis balls and, put them down along your spine and just, just let your spine fall in between those tennis balls and lay against it and open your arms up. It feels incredible.
So one of the things with the deep pressure of those kind of devices and all different kinds of things is that a lot of those knots or what you're feeling like needs to be worked out, they're avascular, just meaning like they're not getting the right amount of blood flow to them because they're so tight. And so they're not getting the right amount of oxygen. So those kinds of tools, what they do is just, it starts, that area will turn red, which means now it has more blood, which then means it now has more oxygen, and more oxygen to the tissues helps it relax. So don't go crazy with them. But yes, we recommend all kinds of tools. In fact, I don't know, well, somewhere here you'll be able to see a foam roller. I have just lots of tools here at the office just to help people increase blood flow. And so that's what that's doing. So absolutely.
And one of the things that you said earlier also, Erica, when you talked about the tension, the spasm, how the muscles tighten up and respond, and it's splinting yourself. So if you're saying to yourself, I can't get rid of these knots, it will just say in my shoulders, right? I can't get rid of the knots in my shoulders. It's just a muscle. It's just a muscle. The nerves tell the muscles what to do. Right. If you have chronic knots and chronic tightness, your body is sensing some kind of joint issue, some kind of damage, some kind of injury. And so what it does is it causes all the muscles around it to tighten up, to splint the area so you don't move and you don't further hurt yourself. So if you cannot get rid of your knots, it's probably because you need something released in the spine that will then allow the nerves to tell the muscles, okay, we're good, we got this. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So Gil says he's got to use a goose down pillow because it conforms to his head. He keeps it in the right position, even with flopping around. So CPAP and flopping. And Paula's using her Theracane right now. Awesome. You know who's here? You guys, we have a special guest. It's our friend. We call him, I named him Hot Michael. So Hot Michael and I are supposed to have a little powwow today.
Oh, he came by. He had to pick up something from my office earlier.
Oh, were you seeing Dr. Erica? Yeah, come on over and say hi. Come over and say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Sure, you saw me too.
Yeah, look at this. Get down in there. Yeah.
Hi again.
Hello, long time no see.
So we're all connected with the greatest people ever. So that's why we're
well, and
finding
Hot
ourselves.
Michael and I know each other through Terry Bean, who is the producer of TEDx Detroit. So it's a small world. So
Yes.
yeah.
So since he's here and I got to run and be able to get home and get some lunch, we should probably wrap it up. Would that be okay?
Yeah. Listen, if you guys have any other questions, you can drop them in the chat, or you can find all of my information in the, Paula says, hi, Hot Michael. That's how we introduce him to everybody. But you can send me a message. I have my information in the description. I will also then put Dr. Erica's email in here as well. So you can put us into a group message. Any questions, send them to us. Any topics you want us to talk about, let us know. We're here to help you get well through natural health and natural healing, and stop being so, not have to be so dependent on things that only just are going to keep you sick. So,
sure.
Yeah. So Uncle Al says, my family freaked out because I fell 15 feet down a ditch. Ugh. Recently?
Ouch.
Recently, Uncle Al? Oh my goodness. I hope that wasn't recent, and I hope you're all good and you're feeling amazing. So yeah, I would freak out too. I would freak out personally if that was me. So all the best to you for sure. All right. So you all know how to reach us. Thanks for being here. So mark your schedule. So next Thursday, we're going to be coming in every Thursday at 1:00. And listen, if we get a wild hair and we want to come live on another evening or a Saturday or something, keep an eye out for us. We would love to see you. So, but I'll send the link. Make sure also, I forgot to tell you guys, if you came in, please hit the thumbs up button so that more people can see this video. Please share this video, and so that we can get more people on the live stream and get more people healing with natural health care. So anything else you want to leave with anybody?
No, just thank you for the engagement. We really love to follow questions and let it organically develop. So we really appreciate that. And Dr. Paula keeps saving lives over there.
What's that? Yeah, you too. All right. We're going to go save lives. So I'm going to go hang with Michael for a
Bye,
while.
you guys. Peace. Love you.
Thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate you spending your lunchtime with us. Love you so much. We'll see you soon. Bye.